Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After Luna is mysteriously pardoned, Lee attacks Poppy. Ridge yells, "How could you possibly let Luna out of prison?" at Bill's house. Taylor claims that Bill endangered their family. Steffi announces that Luna is returning to her rightful place. According to Bill, she was supposed to be slain there. Ridge claims that no one is concerned and that he is endangering everyone. "Dad, please do something," Luna implores Finn. "I am unable to return there. In there, I will perish. Please." Luna is aware that no one should feel sorry for her, but she is unable to return to prison. "You have no choice," adds Taylor. "I'm going to die in there," protests Luna. "Finn, please. I am now your daughter." Finn puts his arm around Steffi, who appears relieved, and tells her that although she is his daughter, she killed 2 men first and foremost. "You just said that you wish you were around to help me, and I need your help now." Deacon's negative sentiment. Deacon complains to Sheila at Il Giardino, "Can you imagine having Luna for a daughter? It can't be easy on Poppy," Sheila says. As Deacon notes, she reared her. He blames the mother, which infuriates Sheila. Tom would have made an excellent father, according to Deacon. That seems a little much to Sheila. They observe that Poppy hurried off as Lee wanted to see her. Lee is a tough cookie, Deacon thinks, and he wouldn't want to be on her bad side. They don't know why Lee and Poppy didn't get along for so long, but it sounds like Poppy was a crazy kid. Sheila questions whether the situation with Luna altered their dynamic, but she doesn't think they could be more different. Perhaps this tragedy led to something positive, and they will now have a lasting friendship. They discuss how Luna has a crazy gene and is a terrible seed. She will suffer for it for the rest of her life. Deacon laments that she hardly knew Hollis and that all Tom wanted was to be a part of her life. He always thinks about what her daughter took away from them when he looks at Poppy. He wonders why Sheila feels sorry for her. According to Sheila, Poppy is experiencing it at the moment. She knows what it's like to be a mother who isn't with her child. There's something about Poppy that Deacon doesn't trust, but he can't pinpoint it. Lee addresses Poppy. Poppy pokes her head in the hospital office when Lee is recalling Finn's admission that Luna is his daughter. "Lee," she chirps. "Hello. Did you wish to see me?" She admits to Lee that she was thrilled to get her text. "My dear little sister," Lee thinks. Poppy says it's a badge she wears with pride. She has always admired Lee, and she is very happy that they were able to make peace. Family is the most important thing. Lee gives a nod. She values her family above everything else and would stop at nothing to keep them safe. Poppy tells Lee that she must share something with her. She informs her that her lawyer is not returning her calls and that she is concerned about Luna. Lee laughs and responds, "Of course she's still alive." Poppy summarizes that she is unable to persuade anyone to tell her anything. "I'm starting to wonder if she's still alive." Lee turns away from her sister and claims to know where Luna is, saying, "She's at Bill's." Poppy queries how that is possible. Has she noticed her? When Lee replies no, she turns and moves forward, but Finn did. "My son. Your nephew. Luna's dad." In shock and panic, Poppy's hands leap to her mouth. Finn informs Luna she is his daughter at Bill's house, but she killed 2 people. He wishes he had been given the opportunity to make things better for her, but Steffi is correct, she must return to prison and pay for her sins. Luna objects. There, she feels more like the child she used to be. Finn says she won't change his mind, saying, "I'm your daughter, your own flesh and blood." Bill is persuaded by Luna, but Steffi yells that Bill is powerless to assist her. Spencer should be embarrassed of himself, Ridge says him. Taylor queries whether he even thought about the consequences of this. The next time, Ridge advises him to save a stray dog. Bill acknowledges that he could have gone too far, but he wanted to defend Luna in a manner that no one else had done for him. Steffi contacts Deputy Chief Baker, who is preparing to eat a hot dog, because she has had enough. She informs him that she and Luna Nozawa are at Bill Spencer's residence. He will arrive soon. Steffi informs Luna that she will be returning to prison and that the cops are on their way. Luna pleads with them to let her stay, crying that she is unable to return. She refuses to go outside. I'd rather not be separated from my father. Sheila asks Deacon at Il Giardino what he means when he says he doesn't trust Poppy. He's learned to pay attention to the feeling he gets. Lee informs Poppy at the hospital that she is aware of her secret. She was always aware of her lack of morals, but to use her son, who was 18. You're his aunt. Poppy is aware. Was she retaliating against her? To steal her life's most valuable possession? Poppy is adamant that Finn shared her desire for it. Lee snarls at her for being so pathetic. She is told by Poppy that it was lovely. Lee exclaims, wonderful? Gorgeous? You're crazy. You became pregnant with Penelope, your nephew's child. You're telling me that he wants his cousin to become his daughter? Poppy stutters, I know how it appears. It was disgusting. Lee yells, and it wasn't appropriate. She informs her that she has crossed a boundary from which she will never return. This is not something she can get away with. Lee is asked to sit down and remain composed by Poppy. Lee stared her in the eye and was furious that she had concealed this for 20 years. Poppy claims that she had no genuine idea who the father was. How could you have known, yells Lee. The number of men was enormous. My son is among them. She then stands up in front of her sister. Lee responds that she should be afraid when Poppy adds, you're starting to scare me. Because of her sick, perverted behavior, she produced a monster that Steffi and her kid will have to live with for the rest of their lives. Watching her breathe is so awful for her. She is amazed that she felt bad for accusing her of sleeping with Jack, even though her actions were far worse. Then she throws herself at Poppy and suffocates her against the wall. Baker shows up to take Luna into custody. Steffi informs Luna that she is unable to run at Bill's house. Luna will not live if she returns there. Do you have any sense of what you've done? Asks Taylor. She almost separated Steffi from her kids. Luna apologizes. She would do it again if she could. Steffi believes that the only reason she is saying this is because she has been caught. She wants Finn to believe that she is sorry. As a therapist, Luna appeals to Taylor, but she informs her that she has patients with far more sad backgrounds than her own who have avoided murder. Taylor goes on Bill, but Luna stands up for him. Why do you think you're entitled to walk away with a slap on the wrist? Taylor asks. She laments that they are attempting to tear her away from her father now that she has won. I might never see my father again, she begs, pleading for a little more time. At that moment, Baker shows there with the police. Why in the world is she here? When Luna complains that she is under house arrest, Steffi says, ask Bill. Take her away, Chief Baker, Steffi says. Luna objects to the fact that she has an ankle monitor on. It's real, according to Bill. He struck a bargain, and the authorities are aware of Luna's location. Ridge yells that he bought off people. Bill is not prepared to hold a prisoner, according to Baker. Put her in handcuffs. The chief receives a call out of the blue and asks, say that again? Are you certain? Uncuff her, he says, disconnecting. As everyone gasps, Baker declares that Luna Nozawa has been pardoned. Remove her ankle monitor too. The group can't believe it. Ridge objects, saying, she is at fault. She came clean. Baker claims he is powerless to change it. She is an independent woman. This can't be real, yells Steffi, she killed 2 men. This is impossible. This cannot possibly be taking place. No way. This isn't possible. She must return to prison. Please, Finn, you need to take action. Bill throws Luna a sly glance, and while Finn appears to be a deer in headlights, Luna smiles at her father. Remy's lovely gesture for Grandma and Sheila's cunning invasion of Spencer Mansion. Sheila Sharp may be able to sneak inside the Spencer estate by posing as someone else, according to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful. Will Grandma Sheila get help from Remy Price to meet Luna Nozawa? Sheila is unaware that Luna is being held in custody at Bill's house. Sheila is totally ignorant of the fact that Luna is her own grandchild and that she is under house arrest at Bill Spencer's house. This might soon change, though, and Sheila will want to see John Finnegan's child. How far would Sheila travel to see Luna? In the meantime, Luna has bonded with Dario, also known as Remy, and given him the key to her location. Given that Bill has his contact details for possible handyman work, Luna is hopeful that Dario will return to the Spencer home. Additionally, Luna might decide to take matters into her own hands and call Dario directly using Bill's phone. Luna needs a companion. Luna is determined to get Dario back into her life because she is in dire need of a confidant. She could then be able to disclose the startling fact that her adopted relative is actually her birth father. Luna may quietly mention that Sheila is her grandmother while they are conversing and provide updates regarding Daddy Finn. Dario might disclose that he is actually Remy and talk about his time at Il Giardino if Luna shows a desire to see Sheila. Remy and Sheila are still on good terms, and he could be the key to planning a bold reunion. Remy would want to assist with a family reunion, and Luna would start crying. Given her desire for a family, Luna's skill to control her tears might persuade Remy to accept her request. Sheila, another of Finn's relatives with a difficult history who is keen to create a brighter future, would be a kindred spirit to her. Her granddaughter's secret is sure to get out soon. Remy might reveal to Sheila that Luna has been at Bill's house, in which case they would have to come up with a cunning scheme to get Sheila inside. Sheila could be able to connect with Luna and deepen their relationship if she pretended to be Dario's assistant on a different repair job. This would definitely give Remy a lot of favor with both women, and we believe that Remy could be crucial in bringing Luna and Sheila together. Everyone is shocked to hear that Luna has been pardoned and is now free after Lee chokes Poppy to death. Since Steffi and her parents wanted Luna sent to prison, Finn hurried to Bill's house and confessed to murderously that Luna is his daughter. Steffi and her family chastise Bill for letting Luna go at his house. Ridge says that the vacation is ended, but he and Luna argue that she would have been killed in prison. Now that she is his daughter, Luna implores her father, Finn, to take action. Although he is aware that she is his daughter, she attacked the love of his life and killed 2 men. For that, Steffi gives him a big smile. Although she must pay for her sins, the doctor wishes he could have changed her life's trajectory. He is reminded of Luna's childhood self by her. It doesn't help. Bill continues to receive lectures from Taylor and Ridge, who advise him to save a dog the next time he feels lonely. Bill wanted to help, even though he realizes he could have gone too far. Steffi claims that she is receiving justice for herself, Tom, and Hollis. While Chief Baker is attempting to eat his hot dog, she phones him. She declares that Luna is present. He goes over. Steffi advises Luna to savor her final minutes of luxury as she begins to shudder. Declaring that she doesn't want to be separated from her father, Luna keeps pleading with Finn. Luna continues to apologize as they lecture her. When Luna brings out the effects of trauma on people, the doctor replies that's no justification. Additionally, there is no justification for Bill's actions. According to Luna, they are attempting to tear her away from the most amazing man she has ever met. She might never get to see her dad again. A policeman and Baker show up. He is told to take Luna away by Steffi. Bill acknowledges that Baker may be perplexed, but he clarifies that everything is in order. She wears an ankle monitor because he struck a deal with the authorities. Baker orders her to be cuffed, claiming he is ill-equipped to hold her. Bill's eyes roll. He doesn't understand what he's been told. He ends the call and commands the removal of the ankle monitor and the uncuffing of her. She has received a pardon. Luna looks ecstatic and bites her lip, shocking them all. Finn is stunned. Sheila tells Deacon at Il Giardino that he shouldn't hold Luna's mother responsible for her murderous tendencies. Tom might have been a good father, he says. They wonder why Poppy hurried off to visit Lee so quickly. They talk on how different Poppy was from Lee and what a crazy kid she was. Their dynamic appears to have changed as a result of the Luna incident. Sheila questions whether the sisters will ever have a lasting relationship. Deacon laments that she undoubtedly carries the weird gene, and she adds that Luna is a terrible seed. He senses what her daughter took away from them every time he looks at Poppy. He finds it surprising that Sheila feels so sorry for her. She is able to recognize her feelings as a mother. Deacon acknowledges that he has misgivings about Poppy. As Lee paces her office, she is thinking about Finn telling her that Luna is his daughter. Poppy interrupts and suggests that they have brunch. She has admired her from the day she was born and enjoys being her sweet little sister. She values her family above everything else, and she cherishes their tranquility. Lee claims that she would stop at nothing to keep the people she cares about safe. Poppy fears that her daughter may be dead because she is unable to locate her. Without giving a reason, they turned her away at the prison. Lee turns away and acknowledges that she is aware of her whereabouts. When Poppy says Luna is at Bill's, she is perplexed. Finn has spotted her there, Lee explains. She continues, Finn, my son, your nephew, Luna's father. Poppy lets out a gasp. Lee used her nephew, who was 18, even though she was constantly aware of her lack of morals. Was that her way of retaliating? Poppy claims that she didn't put any pressure on him and that he shared her desire for it. It was lovely. Lee claims that she has delusions. Although Poppy acknowledges that it wasn't suitable, her sister claims she went too far and won't get away with it. She should sit down, Poppy says, so she can explain. She is backed against the wall by her sister, who yells in her face and claims that she has been concealing this for 20 years. Watching her breathe is so awful for her. She was foolish for feeling bad about claiming that she had slept with Jack. It was 1,000 times worse than what she did. She begins to choke Poppy. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi Forrester has seen many perils, but nothing comes close to the danger she is currently facing as Sheila Carter sets her sights on a terrifying new goal involving Remy. Steffi is caught in a deadly game where she could lose everything if she makes a mistake, and Sheila is controlling the strings. Can she, however, get away from Sheila's evil schemes before it's too late? Sheila and Steffi have been at odds for weeks, with Steffi doing everything she can to keep the infamous villain out of her life. Sheila, however, will not be disregarded as usual. She has come up with a sinister task for Remy this time, one that can seriously endanger Steffi. Is Sheila preparing a complex setup? A vicious scheme of retaliation? Or worse? Whatever it is, Steffi is aware that if she hopes to escape unharmed, she must stay one step ahead. What part does Remy play in Sheila's perverse scheme is the most important question. Is he a willing accomplice in whatever plan Sheila has hatched, or is he being duped? Even though Steffi is powerful and tenacious, she may not have many choices if Sheila has really put her in a tight spot. Steffi will need to rely on her instincts, her allies, and perhaps even a little bit of luck as she battles to get out of the trap that has been set for her. However, the danger is far from finished because Sheila is always one step ahead. Is Steffi going to meet her most horrific destiny yet, or will she outsmart Sheila and Remy before it's too late? There is little doubt that this fight is for more than just survival. The goal is to establish beyond a reasonable doubt that Steffi Forrester is not someone to be trifled with. In a startling turn of events, Lee Finnegan's rage reached a deadly climax, yet she ultimately paid the price while Luna got away with it. Everyone was left reeling by the bold and the beautiful spectacular turn of events, with the exception of Luna, who escaped the mayhem unharmed. What does this mean for the warring families, though, and how did things go so wrong? Always a formidable opponent, Lee had been resolved to hold Luna accountable for the chaos she caused in their lives. Lee harbored deep-seated animosity for Luna and her mother, Poppy, and would not settle for anything less than complete justice, or retribution. However, her feelings overcame her, resulting in a dramatic altercation that swiftly became unmanageable. Lee was the one who had to deal with the consequences, whether it was a physical conflict, a furious disagreement, or an impetuous act of anger. In the meantime, Luna, who had endured so much animosity, managed to escape the weight that had been hanging over her. Was it pure serendipity, a cunning plan, or someone intervening on her behalf? In any case, there was a significant change in the balance of power when Luna left the situation unpunished while Lee was forced to face the consequences of her own behavior. Everyone concerned will be affected for a long time by the impact of this tragic incident. Will Lee feel bad about what she did, or will she intensify her retaliation against Luna and Poppy? Will Luna be pulled back into the turmoil of the Forrester family, or will she embrace her newfound independence to establish herself? There is no doubt that the drama is just getting started and that this war is far from over. The Bold and the Beautiful's Wednesday episode is full of explosive family drama as Finn plays hardball in a tense standoff and refuses to back down, while Lee finally lets free and unleashes her entire anger on Poppy. The Finnegan family's long-simmering tensions finally explode, and the consequences could completely alter their lives. Lee has been furious for weeks over the turmoil Poppy and Luna have caused in their life. Lee has had enough and takes matters into her own hands in this episode, despite Finn's efforts to maintain harmony. Poppy is caught in the line of fire as her rage explodes in a heated altercation. One thing is clear, Lee isn't holding anything back, whether it's in response to past betrayals, Finn's developing relationship with Luna, or the seemingly endless secrets that surround Poppy. Finn, meantime, is put in a challenging situation where he must make a difficult decision. Finn realizes he must make a stance since his allegiances have been put to the test and his mother's rage is getting out of control. Instead, Finn plays hardball, putting his foot down and making it plain that no one, not even his own mother, can control him. His resolute position has the potential to either strengthen or weaken his remaining familial bonds. One question remains as the dust settles: have the battle lines been irrevocably painted, or will this broken family find a way to go on? The stakes have never been higher as Finn makes audacious plays and Lee unleashes his fury. The implications of this dramatic episode will leave everyone reeling, and the drama is far from over. The Bold and the Beautiful's already delicate family relations are upended as the long-standing conflict between Lee and Poppy takes an unexpected turn. A startling turn of events leaves both women and those involved in their conflict startled, just when it appears that the lines of war have been set. Lee, who harbors years of animosity and holds her sister responsible for the turmoil involving Finn and Luna, has been adamant for weeks that she does not want anything to do with Poppy. Poppy, on the other hand, has made an effort to reach a compromise, but each time she has encountered resistance. But in a stunning twist of circumstances, something occurs that neither sister anticipated, making them rethink their acrimonious rivalry. Did a tragic revelation come to light, revealing a secret that might change the balance of power? Was Poppy surprised by the way she eventually confronted Lee? Or did they have to cooperate in spite of their disagreements because of an outside threat? In any event, this unexpected development alters the rules, and their relationship's future is now at stake. Both sisters must carefully consider their options since their emotions are running high. Will this merely make Lee more enraged, or will she change her mind? Will Poppy eventually gain the respect she has been longing for, or will she always be shunned by her own family? There is no doubt that this conflict is far from ended, and Finn, Luna, and everyone else involved will be impacted.